have been reached to the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. How may I help you?
Yes, sir. I just got in from lunch at the cafeteria and I had a message to call this number.
I'm really sorry, sir. What?
I just got in from having lunch and I had a message that I needed to call this number.
All right, sir. Can I have your first name and your last name first of all?
Yeah, my first name is Andy and
Andy, like Andy.
yes, that's right.
Okay, and your last name?
I'm going to spell it. It's
Mm-hmm.
Lickther.
Lickther.
Right. Yes, sir, that's right. Andy Lickther.
All right, sir. On this number, you received a phone call from our side 7068315991.
Yes, that's right.
All right, sir. Will you please hold on the line for 2 minutes? Let me grab your file and then I'll let you know.
Rody, Odie, Odie. Darn
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm okay for an 82-year-old man.
Okay, so you're 82 years old?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I
sir.
turned
So,
82 in August.
yes, very, very good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, sir. So, the reason behind giving you a phone call was to inform you that there is a lawsuit filed against your name by the IRS regarding your tax deficiency.
A lawsuit against
Sir,
me?
yes, sir. Because you're having certain transactions from your bank accounts that comes under the taxable income, and according to our federal law, if you are having certain transactions from your bank accounts that comes under the taxable income, then you have to pay the taxes for those transactions also, sir. And you
Lord,
haven't paid the taxes for those transactions.
I've been retired for 25 years.
I know that, sir, but you were having certain transactions from your bank account, sir. That's the reason this deficiency occurs in your account, sir.
Oh, certain convictions. Okay. Okay, I don't understand, but go ahead. I'm listening.
All right, sir. So, do you have a piece of paper and a pen with you, sir?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm sitting here at my desk.
All right, sir. So, you may write down your case file number first of all, sir.
Okay.
It's A as in apple, R as in rainbow, K as in kilo, number 7804.
Okay. I got it.
Alright, so will you please repeat the case file number so that I can verify?
Yeah, I think you said it was ARK 7804.
Yes, sir. So, like, we have conducted an audit for 2010 to 2015, okay, for 5 years, and we found that there is a tax deficiency under your name worth the amount of $3,868, and we have discovered strong evidence that this was not a result of innocence negligence. Rather, we reason to believe that it was a willful act done with an intention to defraud the Internal Revenue Service. That's the reason, sir, IRS has filed a lawsuit against your name of a tax fraud. Okay?
Okay, well, I don't handle my taxes. My son does them for me, and he's not here. He's at work. I live in a assisted living retirement home, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really understand taxes and stuff. My son handles all that for me.
I understand that, sir. So, like, actually, we have a federal law. Let me recall that for you, okay? Like, whosoever is preparing your taxes, but the papers are prepared under your name. So, if there is any kind of mistakes or miscalculations occurs in your tax filing, you will be under the investigation. No one else will. Will contact you right?
Okay. I see. I see. Well, like I said, I stay here in an assisted living center. I stay in the Geritol unit, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
I, oh Lord, I'm getting nervous. I, I, I,
I understand that, sir.
I just didn't know. I didn't know about none of this, or I would have had my son to
Mm-hmm.
took care of it. Lord knows how much trouble am I in.
You are in a big trouble, sir. Like at this point of time,
I'm in
there is a
big trouble.
non-bailable warrant is also issued for your arrest, sir.
Oh no. Oh no. That's not good.
Yes, sir.
What?
Like within the next
What?
25 minutes, your all assets are going to be frozen, and within the next 1 hour, local county sheriff is going coming to pick you up.
Oh no. He's coming to pick me up.
Yes, sir.
Oh
They'll arrest
no.
you and they'll take you in the custody for the next coming 72 hours.
Oh God. I've got to call my son.
Sir, don't be nervous, okay?
Huh?
Like I'm here to help you. I know that
Okay.
you are 82 years old. I'll
I,
I'll help you.
I've never
First,
been through nothing like
no, sir,
this.
sir, don't cry,
Oh
okay?
Lord,
Don't cry.
this is. Oh
I'm
Lord,
helping you, right? I'm
my
I'm
heart's
helping
just
you.
a pounding. I'm sorry. What was your name? I didn't catch your name.
It's William Watson.
William. Okay. Lord
All right,
William.
sir. So
William, I'm sorry.
first of all, sir,
I just get
no
nervous.
problem, sir. No problem, sir. First of all, have
Let
a
me get a
glass of
drink of water.
yeah,
Hang on just a
yeah,
second.
sir. Have a glass of water and then have a conversation with me.
Okay, I've got water right here. I'm just getting a drink.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, I got
All
it.
right, sir. So at this point of time, federal government offers you two options. You're having two options in front of you. Like, if option number one, that you may disregard the phone call so that I can transfer your case file to local sheriff department, and then you have to process further with the local county sheriff. And option number two, that you can resolve the matter by being over the phone with me by clearing the funds of $3,868 to the Internal Revenue Service in a one sharp payment by following several rules and regulations of our resolvement. So, sir, to which option you are willing to go with?
Oh Lord, I don't know, William. I don't know what to do. I need to talk to my son. I just don't know.
Sir, you have to make a decision, right? Because this is a federally recorded line, sir. We both are on a federally recorded line.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about this stuff. My son takes care of all my finances and my banking. I I don't even know how much money I have. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Sir, don't cry,
I'm
okay? Don't cry. No, no, no,
I'm
no. You
going to
don't have to
jail.
cry.
I'm going to jail.
You
And
don't.
I've been good my whole life.
I am here to help you, okay?
I've
You're not going
never
to jail, okay?
hurt no one.
Sir, why are you crying, sir? I told you, right? That I am here to help you. I'll help you, okay?
Okay.
I know it's a hard time for you.
Yes. Yes.
So, like, first of all, sir, let me know that to which option you are willing to go with.
I don't know what are my choices. I don't know.
I gave you the two options, sir. Like, it's now only up to you that whether you want to go with the option number one or option number two.
I don't know what the options are. I don't know. What's my choice?
Like, sir, option number one, that you may disregard the phone call so that I can transfer your case file to the local sheriff department. They'll come to pick you up within the next 1 hour. And option number two, that you may resolve the matter by being over the phone with me by clearing the funds of $3,868 to the Internal Revenue Service in a one sharp payment by following several rules and regulations of a resolvement.
Well, how do I do that?
That I'll explain you, sir. But first of all, Just tell me that which option you are willing to go with.
Yeah, that one you just said. I don't know what to do. How do I pay it?
I'll explain you, sir. So, first of all, I'm not forcing you to go with the installment option, okay?
Okay.
But if you are willing to go with the installment option, then I have to transfer your call to my higher authority. So they'll explain you that how you have to make the payment directly to the IRS with the help of an IRS website, www.irs.gov. Okay?
Oh, I don't do nothing on computers, son. I don't know nothing
No
about.
problem. They'll explain you. They'll
Okay.
do all the process on behalf of you. Okay?
Oh, okay.
This may take around 2 minutes to transfer your call to my higher authority. They'll explain you each and everything. Okay?
Okay. He's not going to fuss at me, is he?
I'm sorry. What?
He's not going to fuss with me, is he?
No, 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 no. I'll tell them.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Oh Lord, what do I do?
Thank you for holding a line. Your line has been forwarded to the senior officer and a supervisor of the Internal Revenue Service, Criminal Investigation Department. This is Officer Benny Napoleon. How may I help you?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
It's Benny Napoleon.
Did you say Benny?
Yeah, Benny, and the last name is Napoleon, Napoleon.
Okay, Mr. Napoleon. I'm Andy Lickther, and I was just speaking with William. He was a nice guy, and but I oh Lord, my nerves are just tore up. I'm 82 years old. I live in a assisted living center in the Geritol unit, and I've never had nothing like this to happen before.
Okay, sir. You are speaking to the supervisor, as I mentioned it earlier. My name is Benny Napoleon, and the reason behind giving you a phone call was to inform you that there is a lawsuit filed against your name by the IRS regarding your tax deficiency. So, sir, do you know what does the tax deficiency means?
Well, he explained. William explained it to me, and I just didn't know nothing like this was going on. I've been good my whole life. I've never hurt no one, and now he said I possibly could go to jail, and I'm 82 years old. My son takes care of all my stuff, but he's at work.
I understand, sir, but we have made an attempt to send you the paperwork at your mailing address, but you were not available at your doorstep to accept the documentations. That's the reason the documentation has been returned back to the head branch.
Okay.
And for a final thing, we are giving you a phone call to inform about the scenarios.
Okay. I never got nothing in the mail.
That's what I am telling you, sir. I
don't.
know you haven't received the documentation. We have made an attempt. You were not available. That's the reason the documentation returned back to the head branch.
Did you
And for a
send
final
them?
thing, we are giving you a phone call.
What address did you send them to?
Sir, we are on a federally recorded line. This phone call has been federally recorded and monitored by the IRS and to the local authorities. And I am not authorized to disclose any confidential information over this recorded phone call because we have to play this recording into the federal claim courthouse. And for your security purpose, we are not authorized to disclose any confidential information.
Okay. All right.
Okay, sir. So at this point of time, the federal government offers you two options. You are having two options in this scenario. Let me explain you both of the options which you have, okay?
Okay.
The first option which you have, that you may disregard the phone call so that I can forward your case file along with your non-bailable warrant to the local sheriff department. Within an hour, the local sheriff department will show up in front of you. They'll arrest you and they'll take you under a custody for next coming 72 hours. After keeping you into the custody for 72 hours, they'll take you to the federal claim courthouse, where you have to have a criminal attorney with you who can represent yourself into the federal claim courthouse. And you have to fight a case against the Internal Revenue Service regarding this tax fraud. And the second option which you have is a resolvement option. You may resolve this case over the phone with me by clearing the funds of $3,868 to the Internal Revenue Service in a one sharp payment by following several terms and conditions of a resolvement. So, sir, to which option you are willing to go with?
Well, I would like just to get my son to pay it and get it over with.
Sir, if you are willing to go with the resolvement option, you have to clear this amount. No one else can able to clear behalf of you, sir. You have to clear this amount.
Okay, but my son takes care of all my banking and stuff like that.
I understand that, sir, but you have to do the procedure, sir.
Okay, but he's not here. How do I do it?
I'll explain you, sir. First of all, I am not forcing you to go with the resolvement option. But if you are willing to go with the resolvement option, you have to follow the three major conditions of a resolvement. Let me explain you the terms and the conditions of a resolvement, and then you can make your final decision.
Okay. Oh Lord, I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I've just never been through nothing like this in my life. I'm sorry.
Sir, it's okay. I understand that, sir. This is the first time for you to hear about the scenarios and all of those stuff, sir.
Can you
I'll
call,
explain you each and everything.
can you call my son for me?
I'm really sorry, sir. I am not authorized to discuss about these things with anyone. I am not authorized to have a conversation about this lawsuit with any third person, sir.
Okay, could you just call him and tell him to come down here?
I'm really sorry, sir, but as I told you, I am not authorized. I am not authorized to speak with any third person regarding this lawsuit, sir.
Okay. Oh Lord, okay. All right, I'm listening.
Okay, sir. So if you are willing to go with the resolvement option, you have to follow the three major conditions of a resolvement. Let me explain you the terms and the conditions of a resolvement, and then you can make your final decision, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no problem, sir. Sir, the first condition of a resolvement. Until and unless your case is not been resolved, until and unless the payment is not been made to the Internal Revenue Service, you have to stay over the phone with me all the time. You don't have to hang up the phone call. Because we are on a federally recorded line, this phone call has been federally recorded and monitored by the IRS and to the local authorities. So if our phone call will be getting disconnected, your case file will be automatically forwarded to the local sheriff department, and then there will be no resolvement option available for you. So if you are willing to go with the resolvement option, then you have to make sure that our phone call should not get disconnected.
Okay, I won't hang up on you. I won't.
The second condition which you have of a resolvement, that your case is not been publicly registered yet. Your case has not been registered into the courthouse, not into the sheriff department. It means no third person is involved in your case right now. So you can't able to get any kind of updates regarding this lawsuit from any another person. And you don't have to discuss about the IRS things with anyone. Because if you will tell someone that IRS is online with you and you are resolving some matter with the IRS, what others will think that they will also not pay their taxes properly at a time. Whenever they will receive a phone call from the IRS, they will resolve a matter. But this resolvement option is not for everyone. It is given to you because you have not been notified regarding this lawsuit before. That's the only reason we are giving you a resolvement option. So if you are willing to go with the resolvement option, then you have to make sure that you don't have to discuss about the IRS things with anyone, because it's a confidential thing, it's a confidential matter.
Okay. I'm
And the
listening.
third condition. The third condition that this is not a regular payment which you are making to the Internal Revenue Service. It's a resolvent payment. So in order to make this payment, I'll not ask you any kind of your debit card number, your credit card number, or any of your banking details. Because it's your personal and confidential information, it is related to your life. And according to the Act of 1987 made by the federal government, I am not a liable person. I am not an authorized person to ask any confidential information over this recorded phone call. Whatever you have to do to make this payment, you have to do by your own. You don't have to rely on anyone in order to make this payment. You are not making this payment to any particular person, so you don't have to do any kind of a money order or something like that. You have to make this payment directly to the IRS with the help of a IRS website, www.irs.gov. And in order to make this payment directly to the IRS with the help of a IRS website, you have to have a login ID and password with you so that you can get access to the IRS website.
Sir,
And in order to
I don't mess with computers. I don't even have a computer.
I'll do that behalf of you, sir. But basically, you have to make this payment directly to the IRS with the help of a IRS website, www.irs.gov. And in order to make this payment directly to the IRS with the help of a IRS website, you have to have a login ID and password with you so that you can get access to the IRS website.
With all due respect, sir, you're beginning to bore the hell out of me.
And in order to have a login ID and password with you, you have to get a tax pay card and you have to register a tax pay card with us so that we can generate a login ID and password for you.
Okay.
And with the help of a login ID and password, you can get access to the IRS website and you can submit your tax pay card over there in order to complete the transaction. Whenever you will submit your tax pay card over the IRS website, within 10 minutes you will receive each and every documentations from the IRS into your email address. You will get the receipt of your payment, the cancellation of your warrant, NOC letter and out of court restitution certificate. After your case has been resolved within 3 business working days, the local IRS will arrange an appointment with you. They'll arrange a meeting with you. From the local IRS, you have to collect the hard copy of your documentations. And the local IRS will explain you where the mistakes occurred into your account and how you can avoid this kind of situations in future.
Okay.
So, sir, if you do
sir,
agree
can
with
you
this
hang on
three
just one
conditions-
second?
Okay, sir.
Linda, I'll be right there. I'm talking to the IRS. I'll be right there in just a few minutes. Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I had to speak to one of the nurses here at the home.
So, whenever you will submit your tax pay card over the IRS website, within 10 minutes you will receive each and every documentations from the IRS into your email address. You will get the receipt of your payment, the cancellation of your warrant, NOC letter and out of court restitution certificate.
Okay.
After your case has been resolved, within 3 business working days, the local IRS will arrange an appointment with you. They'll arrange a meeting with you. From the local IRS, you have to collect the hard copy of your documentations. And the local IRS will explain you where the mistakes occurred into your account and how you can avoid this kind of situations in future.
Okay.
So, sir, if you do agree with these 3 conditions, then right now I can start your resolvent procedure. I can prepare a file of a resolvent under your name and I can apply for a cancellation of your non-bailable warrant.
All right.
Alright, sir, so you got the funds of $3,868 in your bank account. You have cash on you or you will borrow the money from somewhere.
I don't know. My son handles all my banking. I don't know.
You don't know that.
No, I don't. I would think I've got that much.
So, sir, like Do you have a debit card with you, access to the debit card with your bank account?
Yeah, I have a debit card. I don't know how
You
much.
have with you?
Yeah, I don't know how much is on it, but I've got one.
You may do one thing, sir. You may go to the ATM to check the balance. What's the balance you have in your bank account?
Okay, I don't drive.
You may call a cab. You may call a Uber or something like that.
Okay, we have a van here at the home. I could probably get them to take me.
No problem, sir. So first of all, you may go to the ATM and take a look. What's the amount you have in your bank account, sir? And do you know what does a tax pay card means? What is a tax pay card?
No, but can you tell me where the ATM is? I don't know.
The driver will know that, sir.
Okay. His name's Bobby.
Okay. And do you know what does a tax pay card means? What is a tax pay card?
No, sir, I don't. I know
Sir,
I know what my Social Security card is. I don't know about my taxpayer card.
a tax pay card is a particular card which is issued by the federal government. As I told you, that this is not a regular payment which you are making to the Internal Revenue Service. It's a resolvent payment. So in order to make this payment, I'll not ask you any kind of your debit card number, your credit card number, or any of your banking details. You have to convert this amount into the EFTPS, Electronic Federal Tax Payment System. And in order to convert the amount into the EFTPS, what you have to do, you have to get the funds of $3,868 on you, and you have to go to the any nearest government certified store, any nearest government certified location, which I'll find the one for you. You have to go over there and you have to get a government paper bond, a tax pay card from any nearest government certified store. You have to get a tax pay card and you have to put the funds of $3,868 on it in order to convert the amount into the EFTPS. You have to simply register that card with us so that we can generate a login ID and password for you. And with the help of a login ID and password, you can get access to the IRS website and you can submit your tax pay card over there in order to complete the transaction. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, sir. So you may do one thing, sir. Like, this is the first time for you to go with this kind of a resolvent procedure. So, I'm going to explain you each and everything step by step so that you don't do any kind of a mistakes, okay?
Okay. What do I need to do first?
First of all, go to the ATM and get the information that what's the amount you have in your bank, okay?
Okay, I'll have to get Bobby to take me.
Yeah, you may take Bobby with you, sir.
Okay, because he drives, I don't drive. I hadn't drove in 20 years.
Alright, no problem, sir. So tell him to get you to the ATM and then I'll let you know what you have to do the next, okay?
Okay, well, he'll have to know up front where all he has to go. I have to tell him.
First of all, tell him that you need to go to the ATM.
Uh-huh.
Don't discuss anything about the IRS because it's a confidential thing. So you are not allowed to discuss anything about the IRS, sir, okay?
Okay.
Just tell him that take you to the ATM and then I'll explain you from there.
Okay, what do I do at the ATM? Do I take out money or what?
No. Just check the balance, what you have in your bank account.
Okay. I'll have to let Bobby do it for me because I don't know how to use those machines.
Alright, no problem, sir. You may just tell Bobby to get the information, what's the amount in your bank, okay?
Okay.
But go with him.
Do you want to speak to Bobby?
No.
Okay, I can tell him.
Alright.
Okay.
I am holding a line with you, sir. Don't put me on a mute. Don't hold our line, okay, sir?
Okay.
Just keep your phone as it is.
Okay.
That's all I can stand. I can't stand no more.
You are a scamming son of a bitch, you mata-chode, Ben Calote. You didn't have me for 1 second.
I'm sorry?
You Ben Calote, you scamming son of a bitch. You heard me. You are a worthless bastard. Talk to me, Terry Makachuk. Come on. Are you there, worthless?
You have been reached to the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. How may I help you?
Yeah, I just talked to you for 30 minutes. You thought you were talking to an old man, you scamming son of a bitch. You modachode.
Thank you for calling the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. How may I help you?
I bet your parents are proud of you, modachode, aren't they? Huh?
Thank you for calling the IRS. How can I help you?
Thank you for another great YouTube video. I appreciate it, you modachode.
Give me your channel name. I'll subscribe you.
No,
Banchod.
I wouldn't give you air to breathe, you scamming son of a bitch.
Now you've had enough, bitch.